What? Simone Biles quit during finals? How could she do that? Aiyo, terrible lah, all these players keep losing, keep failing. What lah? A lot of people are criticizing Simone Biles for quitting during Olympics, as well as blaming Malaysian athletes for not being able to bring medals back home. But who wants to fail? Definitely not any of these elite athletes. But why do they fail? That has a lot to do with mental health and also sports psychology. So today we are going to talk about this. But before we talk about the topic, I need you to help me click the subscribe button and also the notification button, as well as just like this video so that I can go up the algorithm. If you have anything you want to comment, feel free to comment down at the comment section below. So why all these athletes fail? Number one is due to pressure. Now pressure we can talk about either physical pressure or emotional pressure. Okay, physical pressure basically is the training that they have been doing throughout the years. It is not easy. If you watch Olympic enough, you will realize that a lot of the athletes have injuries. Okay, there is a lot of pressure to their body. Like when you go for your competition, you want to be in your best shape, but a lot of the time they have all these reoccurring injuries that cannot be avoided. Okay, if you want to train, you are going to injure yourself. So that is one of the reasons why a lot of athletes are not being able to perform their best during the competition. The second pressure comes from mental pressure. Can you just imagine the whole world is watching you? You have the responsibility of the whole country. Everybody in the country is watching you, hoping that you get a medal back home. That is a lot of pressure that you put into somebody. Have you ever feel like being pressured by your parents, by your teachers? Even that small little pressure, sometimes we just break down and we couldn't take it anymore. What about all these athletes? They are all human too. They feel the pressure, and the pressure can affect the way they perform during the competition. Second thing that affects all these athletes are anxiety. Can you imagine how nerve-wracking it can be to be competing in front of millions of people watching you? Yes, there's no spectators in this year's Olympic due to the pandemic, but you know in the subconscious mind that there are millions of people watching the live in front of the television. That is a lot of pressure and anxiety. Have you ever felt nervous when you need to speak in front of people? You know, your hands will be shaking, your legs will be shaking, you forget what to say, you forgot your entire speech that you memorized, your heart will be palpitating and you will be sweating. Now let's think about it. If you have stage fright, if you can't speak in front of 1,000 people, why do you expect all these athletes to be able to perform wonderfully all the time? You can't. Don't forget that. That is only one gold medal. Every athletes are good, but there's only one place. So stop blaming them for being nervous, not being able to perform. The third problem that a lot of athletes face is actually depression. Does that surprise you? Yes, a lot of athletes have depression. Why? Because they are constantly under this pressure that they are not good enough. Okay? And besides that, they are also very afraid that they will disappoint their country, their family, their friends. All this constant pressure is going to create a lot of pressure, anxiety, and it will lead to depression. Okay, and depression is something that is very serious because, like, if you ever talk to a person who have had depression before, they will tell you that their life is a total darkness. No matter how good they are, they just do not see it. And this is something as highly due to the mental pressure that all these athletes are facing all this while. Let me tell you this, a lot of athletes really struggle from it. One of the person who struggle from depression is actually Michael Phelps, my all-time favorite swimmer. He is the best in the world, but he was suffering depression throughout his entire career. Because why? He felt like he's not good enough. He needs to improve more. But once you reach your own threshold, you're not able to break through anymore. That has a lot of pressure to the athletes itself. And once you are already famous, you win a lot of medals, the pressure becomes more because people are expecting you to do well every single time. But that is not the case, right? Most of us, we fail in our life and we move on. We stand up and continue. There is no one single business or in your professional career that you do not have a downfall. All you need to do is pick up yourself. But for athletes, it is very difficult because all eyes are on them. They are always forced to do their best. And slowly, it will just lead to them having depression. They do not know who they are anymore. Are they chasing for a medal for you, for the country, or they are doing this for themselves? When somebody have a lot of pressure, have anxiety and depression all at the same time, what will happen is that athlete will start to lose their focus. They will not be able to focus in their competition. And focus is one of the most important things. You need to be alert when you are in a competition environment, because every single thing that you do has to be as close to perfection as possible. But unfortunately, when they are not being able to focus, they risk injuring themselves. This is the reason why Simone Biles quit, because she knew that she's not able to focus in her game. If she is going to do all this twist and turn and flip in the air, but she's not able to have a good focus, she knows that she's going to fall and she's going to have a terrible injury. Therefore, I'm here to say that Simone Biles made the best decision for herself by not competing in the finals, because she knows that she already losing the focus. If you can see during her semi-finals, you already can see she is lacking something. The magic inside her, the focus inside her is gone. Okay, she don't have the confidence as she used to be anymore. So I think she made a very good decision for taking care of herself first instead of caring about what you think. The next thing I want to talk about is environment and routine. Now, let me explain a little bit more, because a lot of people do not understand what does it have to do with environment and routine. It has a lot to do with it. Let me give you an example. If you are an employee and today you have a meeting where you need to do your presentation, you are quite used to doing a presentation during your meeting. But every time you do a presentation will be in your own office that you are very familiar with. But today, Your boss tell you to go to your client's office to do the meeting and the presentation. How do you feel? I think most of us will start feeling nervous. And once you reach to your client's office, you're not able to present the way that you used to do. Okay, it can be better, it can be worse, really depending on your mindset on that day itself. But that is a very good example of how your environment and your routine can actually affect your performance. Some people will do very well, but some people are not able to do well when you change the environment. That is why a lot of times people say that the host country, they usually will do pretty well because they do their training at the same place before the Olympics. Okay, so when an athlete travel from another country to a new country to compete, that is a change of environment that can change the entire dynamic of their performance. And another very important thing that is affecting us during 2020 and 2021 is because of the pandemic. Especially in Malaysia, we have been in a lockdown for more than a year. Most of these athletes, the Malaysian athletes, they are not able to train like the way they used to be. It is very different. During the lockdown, a lot of them are forced to stay at home. They can't go for the training. Even when they went back to training, they will usually stay in their training camp and not be able to travel home because they are afraid that if they are going to travel home, they can, get the virus. So they have to stay in the training camp until they go to the competition in Tokyo. There is a lot of pressure to all these athletes. When your family is not around you, you can't talk to your friends. When the whole situation in Malaysia is in a mess, all these athletes are affected. So therefore, please do not blame the Malaysian athletes for not performing. If you have any comments regarding to the athletes who do well or didn't do well during this Tokyo Olympics, you can comment down below of how you feel about the Tokyo Olympics. So I've talked a lot about the problems and issues that all these athletes face. So how to solve the problem, right? Number one is stop criticizing the athletes because you are not on the field. You do not understand what they have gone through. All you are doing is sitting in front of the television or in front of a laptop and you just watch the competition. That's all you do. You are not competing. How can you say all those bad words to the athletes? You are not even the coach. You're not even coaching them. If you are a coach, you can be angry and say that, oh, my athlete is not doing well, but you are none. You are none of them. So you do not have the right to criticize any of these athletes. No matter how good or how bad they do, you do not have the right. The second way to improve the situation and problems of the athletes is by having good sports psychologists with the athletes. Now, this is a huge problem in Malaysia because I know a lot of all these athletes, they do not have a sports psychologist with them throughout their competition. It is important to learn about sports psychology for all these competitive elite athletes. Why? Because if your mindset is right, you win half of the game. But the problem with Malaysia is we do not have the people We do not have the experts to help all these athletes. If you watch any of the game, the Malaysians, a lot of the time, before they step on their competition ground, you can see from their face that they are not confident already. Yeah, and here I want to say congratulations to Noor Tabitha. Noor Tabitha Sabri did very well. I think she aced in her sports psychology. Okay, why? Because she's the only athlete I've seen that when she was preparing, when she was going for her diving, her jump, it's her turn, she was smiling. She was happy, she enjoyed it, therefore she did very well during the final. If you do not know, Noor Tabitha got 4th place in Olympic 2020. That is a very great achievement for a 22-year-old girl coming from Malaysia. As some of you may know, I am a big advocate of mental health. Yes, I am a personal trainer, I am a competitive bodybuilder, but mental health to me is very, very important, and a lot of athletes are suffering from mental health problems. And because of the current situation, the pandemic now, a lot more people are suffering from mental health issue. If you feel that you need somebody to talk to, you can always set an appointment with me. I'll put my link down below. You can have a free one-to-one consultation with me, and then we can talk and I will see how I can help you. A lot of times, by using simple method, you can actually improve your mental health. You can either do like exercise, simple, easy exercises can actually help you with that. You can also by eating healthier, doing meditation, and knowing somebody is there for you will also improve your situation. Alright, so that's the end of this video today. If you like this channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, click the notification button so that you get notified every single time I post a new video. I will post a new video every Sunday. And also make sure you like this video so that this video can go up a higher ranking. Alright, and thank you very much everyone. If you want to comment about you want to give me a comment, or you want to comment about any of the athletes, you can feel free to put down at the comment section below.